Welcome to Nathan's Car Care. I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to be showing you how to clean the throttle body and the mass airflow sensor, or MAF sensor, on a 2011 Ford Focus. So right here is going to be the throttle body, and then right here is the mass airflow sensor, right there. Now, the methods that I'm going to show you will work for pretty much any vehicle. However, the location will definitely be different. So, for example, on my 2006 F-150, we have the throttle body right back here, and the mass airflow sensor right here. Generally, you can locate a throttle body just by going, find the air box. So we have the air intake, and then it goes into the air box. You have an air filter here, and then wherever the air goes after the air box, generally that's where the throttle body should be. And the mass airflow sensor should be on the engine side of the air filter. So, that's how you find the throttle body in your vehicle. Now for the 2011 Ford Focus, we're going to need a few tools. Again, these will be different most likely on your vehicle. We're going to need a 5/16 inch ratchet, a 10mm ratchet, mass airflow sensor cleaner. This is going to be obviously for the MAF sensor. You do need specific cleaner just because the sensor is so sensitive. It can be damaged if you use just any other type of cleaner. This is made specifically for electronics. It evaporates quickly. This is what you need. It's no more expensive than anything else you would buy anyway. Then we have throttle body and air intake cleaner. This is going to be for the throttle body. Again, you need specific cleaner because there's a little plate, which you'll see later. There's a little plate on the inside of the throttle body that on most vehicles is going to be coated in Teflon. Any other type of cleaner will strip the Teflon off, so we do need a special cleaner for that again. And then we're going to need paper towels just to wipe it clean. And you may, depending on how dirty it is, you may need a toothbrush or another soft bristle brush just to help condense the dirt. So with that, let's get started. Alright, so our first step is going to be to remove the positive battery terminal. You can remove the negative if you prefer. Either one, doesn't really matter. I'm just in the habit of removing positive, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, we are going to, this right here is the connector for the mass airflow sensor. We're going to, there's a little red pin on the bottom. Pop that out, and then this will pull right off. This red pin right here. Normally in, just pull that out, pop it off. So now we're going to remove the air box itself. There's 3 clips, 1, 2, and 3. Now that's loose. Before we can take it out, we need to take this hose clamp off right here. So to get that, we're going to use our 6mm socket. We're just going to loosen that. Doesn't need to come all the way off, just enough to get that loose. And then we can just slide the airbox right out, and we can set it back up over here. Right out of the way, it'll be fine right there. Alright, so here we can see this red clip. That needs to be removed. So we can just use a tool or your finger if you can. You just pop it down like that. And then the clip itself will just slide right off. Alright, so now we are going to take our 5/16 socket, and we are going to loosen these 4 bolts. Alright, and before you remove this, go grab yourself a paper towel. Alright, so now you can just pull that right off. Now, cover that, because if anything gets in there, it gets into your engine, and that's bad. Alright, so now that we have it off the vehicle, you can see that it is really dirty inside. So it's a really good thing that we're cleaning this off. So grab your throttle body cleaner, and we can get to work. Alright, so we're going to set this aside to dry. It should just take a few seconds. While that's drying, we're going to go ahead and clean our mass airflow sensor. Alright, so to remove the mass airflow sensor, what we're going to do is we're going to take a T20 Torx bit. We're just going to remove these two screws. And we're just going to pull this straight out. As you can see, if we can see in there, I'm not sure you can. It doesn't look too dirty, but while we have it out, we are definitely going to clean it. So to do that, we're just going to take our mass airflow sensor cleaner. Again, make sure you use this stuff. It's built for this. It's important. Very sensitive electronics. Just going to spray it in there. Need to put in 20 sprays and then just let it dry. Don't put it back in until it's fully dried. Alright, so now that it is fully dried, you can just slide it back in. Now you do want to be careful. It does have a flow arrow on it, so the airflow needs to be going this direction, which the airbox here, filter, engine were correct. It should only fit on one way, but just double check that to make sure that that's correct. And then put on the screws. Alright, so that's done, we're good. Now let's go ahead and put the throttle body back on. Let's grab the throttle body. Alright, and while it's off, you can go and inspect this gasket here. So that gasket looks good to me, that blue gasket looks fine, so we're just going to go ahead and reinstall. Just hold that there. Take a bolt. Now we are going to grab our wrench again. Just want it to be on there as tight as it was when you took it off. These are pretty good. Like that. There we go. Alright, so now we can go ahead and reconnect the sensor to the throttle body. Snap it in and then push that red button up. And then we can go ahead and position the airbox. There we go. All the connectors are made. Going to put this back on. Then this will be going back to the 6mm. Alright, the final step is to put the positive terminal back on. Alright, put that on. Alright, so that was it. It was a piece of cake to do. It's so easy, especially on the Focus, just with it being right here up front. Throttle body is clean, reconnected. The circle is tightened down at the hose clamp. The airbox is placed back on, all 4 clips. I did have a little trouble with them. It seemed like I had to do this one first, and then this one, and then this one. This one was a little easier to get to, so it was easier to put on. The mass airflow sensor has been cleaned and put back. Torque screws tightened down. And that wraps it up. That is all that there is to cleaning your throttle body and your mass airflow sensor.
Alright guys, if you like that video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, this is Nathan signing off.